Hi there. Waka, drop the cargo ramp. Let us in.
Us? Who's us?
Just open the ramp.
Star Wars is often drawn to some pretty black and white depictions of good and evil. It's only ever very, very good or very, very bad. Only rarely, such as in Andor and the now mostly non-canon expanded universe, that our heroes actually get to be a little bit grayer. So that's why it's kind of interesting to see a game where the scoundrel didn't join up with the rebellion, or at least for Star Wars Outlaws. That's my new hope. I was recently invited to a preview of the upcoming third-person action game from Massive Entertainment, and here's what I saw. Kay Vess is our protagonist this time around, a gun-for-hire, odd-job specialist who picks up work across the galaxy for some of the wretched hives of scum and villainy, stealing, killing, sabotaging. This sister isn't in it for the revolution, she's in it for the money. All the Star Warsy stuff seems to be here. The third-person action game looks pretty familiar for players of games like Horizon Forbidden West or even Uncharted in parts, with a fair helping of Jedi Survivor. Kay is paired up with Nix, a little critter who reminds me a lot of how we use BD1.
Nix, do your thing.
And there were stealth segments like picking up an artifact from a Crimson Dawn treasure trove or escaping an Imperial base. It's pretty clear that there's a way to make it through this game as quietly as possible. Switch your blaster over to stun and you'll see the famous blue rings that took down the princess from Alderaan, which has a long cooldown to balance it out. There are more physical attacks too. You can get behind a stormtrooper who's distracted by your animal friend and bonk them right on their plastoid lid.
Lights out.
You can use a handheld version of R2's little data spiky thing to lockpick a few doors or hack computers to complete your objectives. Sneaky seems to be one of the ways to go. But it seems perfectly reasonable to go loud as well. It'll be interesting to see how much forced stealth gameplay there actually is. That can be a deal breaker for certain players. With your default pistol, you can blast away or switch over to an EMP-like mode, which is better against droids and shields, or that stun mode I mentioned, or pick up an enemy blaster to mix it up. There's spaceship dogfighting as well. Take your ship, the Trailblazer, out into the black. You can duke it out with the best of the Sinar shipyards with some fun-looking arcadey space combat. There seems to be some exploration puzzle solving as well. With one level, Kay clambers through the wreck of a High Republic era ship looking for a special part, but activating multi-stage puzzles along the way. If you think of some of the big temples and puzzles from the Assassin's Creed games, you'd be close. Tonally, this game looks to be singing from the John Williams song sheet, but we'll just have to wait and see to get some hands-on how much freedom we actually get from mission to mission. From this short preview, I'm pretty intrigued in Star Wars Outlaws. Are you interested? Let me know in the comments below and tell me what you're looking forward to. For more news from Ubisoft Forward, tune into Walkthrough, Sifter's weekly news podcast on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, watch the video on YouTube, or head to our website, which is sifter.com.au.